and welcome to Savagely Delightful, a podcast exposing the schadenfreude nature in all of us. Each week, your co-hosts John and Christy will be coming at you with different stories of people making the kind of dumb mistakes that we all just love to hear about.
Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Christy.
And welcome back to Savagely Delightful.
We're glad you have joined us.
Episode 18.
Yeah. And this episode I'm nervous about.
You shouldn't be.
Okay.
I've a little surprise for Christy that she doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not good with surprises. Hey.
Also, just another heads up, we had to record this episode early as well because when we get back from Mexico, we wouldn't have enough time to record and edit everything.
And get it all set up and scheduled and yeah.
So on the next episode, we will give you guys an update on our lovely honeymoon.
The wedding and honeymoon at that point.
Yeah, that's true. You guys will get a whole bomb dropped.
Yep. Today, the day that we're recording this, is the Thursday before our wedding. So we don't know how that's going. Hopefully great. Probably great.
It'll be great.
Even if it's bad, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So
We'll be together.
Yep. And we'll be married.
Married.
Marriage.
Princess Bride reference. It's great.
Only seen it once, but hey.
I grew up watching that movie.
Right.
Sick days. Oh yeah, you'd be laying on the couch sick with a Sprite and some saltine crackers watching the Princess Bride over and over.
Yeah, no. I literally saw it for the first time, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Maybe. But anyways.
28 years too late.
Right. God, I'm old. Okay. So. Ready
for the first one?
I'm so ready, kind of. Right. You're giving me a look. I don't know, am I?
Oh yeah, this is normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one was submitted by Huzzy 1999. Some basic understanding of
misunderstanding.
So some basic understanding is that during a routine urine analysis lab at school, after completing the lab work, I was messing around with pregnancy test strips, and everyone...
As you do.
Yeah, and everyone also tested their own urine, which made for an interesting turn of events as one of my classmates found out that she was pregnant.
Oh, no.
Now, present day...
In front of everybody. Oh, my gosh.
Yep. Now, present day, I approach her and ask if she is okay and such. After a very cautious observation and picking an appropriate time, I texted her and asked her if she was all right or if she wants to talk about it because she'd been coming to uni but kind of distant, and honestly none of us knew how to react.
Yeah.
Whether to congratulate or to comfort. A few girls approached her and I don't know what they talked about, but I am only going to tell you what I learned. She's decided to keep the baby, and to my surprise, the father of the child wants to keep the family together too.
Aww.
So guess whose wedding I am going to attend in 2 months' time.
Aww.
It's very sweet. She says, I'm extremely happy of how the events turned out. I asked her what she was thinking once she had the baby. She said she was going to see how things are, or maybe she could take a gap year and take a gap year to take care of the baby and then come back, but she's not certain, but determined that she wants to continue medicine, and she has full support of her boyfriend on this.
Aww.
Could you imagine, though?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we're just coming in for, a lab for school, a random Wednesday. Come get your lab points.
You're just joking around with everybody, and then all of a sudden your entire life changes.
Yeah.
In front of everybody.
Can we rerun this real quick? You rerun it. Yep, you're accidentally pregnant.
Oh, man.
That would be intense.
But good for them, though, having the support still and everything.
Definitely, yeah. But could you imagine, as a professor, that would be a nerve-wracking lab every single year.
Yep.
I wonder how many students over the years have found out that they're accidentally pregnant like that.
Well, but didn't they also say that they were just messing around with the urine samples? So I wonder if that's even something that the professors knew about.
So, yeah, they're doing a urine analysis lab, and then, someone just took the pregnancy test strips And since the urine was there, they just plunked them right in.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I guess it isn't the same thing every year, but you could imagine, like, she's not the only one that would ever thought of that.
Yeah, if they're right there, then dang.
Which it's better
That's heavy.
Yeah, it's better to find out one way or another, but it would just be super nerve-wracking to find out that way.
Yeah, in front of people you barely even know.
Yeah, that's
like publicly. Normally, if people find that out, it's like super private, but...
Yeah. Yeah, the situation just went super south super fast.
Right. Well, I had gotten my hair done one time, and the girl was talking to me about how she had dyed somebody's hair, and they were going from, like, a kind of, like, darker, like, brownish color to going blonde. And so, like, as the hairstylist is doing her hair and, like, trying to dye it and everything, she puts the foils in or whatever and then comes back and is, like, checking on it, and her hair is black.
What?
Yeah. And she said that she was, like, talking to the girl, and she was like, oh, you didn't tell me you were pregnant. And the girl that's getting her hair done looks at her, and she goes, I'm not. She's like, not that I know of. And I guess that there is, like, some super minuscule chance that if you are dyeing somebody's hair blonde when they are pregnant, their hair will, like, reject it, and it'll just go black instead.
I have never heard of this in my entire life.
Right? I've only heard it from that one hairstylist, and she said that it's, like, incredibly rare. But she said that it happened, and that was how she found out that she was pregnant. Was because she tried to get her hair done. I'm like, can you imagine?
Yeah, that's awful.
That would be the weirdest hair appointment ever.
Well, one, you don't even get the hair that you want.
No. And you come out pregnant.
And then you come out pregnant. Yeah.
What? Yeah, but yeah, she was telling me about that, and I was like, well, that's nerve-wracking. Like, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Fun times.
It's crazy what the human body will do in reaction to certain things.
Yeah, dyeing your hair, and it's like, you're pregnant. No.
Right?
What correlation does that have?
Yeah.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Insane. Okay, are you ready for my story?
I am ready.
Okay, so my first story is coming from an anonymous source.
Sup, Anonymous?
Okay, so she writes, after getting home from work, my mom and brother were sitting on the couch watching TV. I sat down next to my mom and was hugging her when my brother brought up the topic of my mom losing her virginity before marriage.
Okay.
Which is something she said she didn't do several times in the past. Which, like, what a weird topic to bring up. Like, hey, Mom, let's never talk about this.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but she says, then my mom said when she lost her virginity isn't her problem. I then said, yeah, you should be worrying about your son's virginity instead, figuring that I would jokingly expose who my brother wanted to lose it to. Then she asked what I meant by that, and I quickly decided not to do that, but she was expecting an answer. I quickly blurted out, because he's going to lose it to me.
Ooh.
What?
That's the worst reaction answer you could ever give.
Her mind just went blank, and she goes, me.
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 God bless.
She says, I was mortified because that actually came out of my mouth. We all started laughing hysterically as I was trying to explain why my brain did that. I said that I was going to expose the girl he was going to lose his virginity to, but mid-sentence realized I didn't want to be that sister, so my mind went blank and I just said me. It was simultaneously hilarious and also terrifying. Which, like, how mortifying.
You're like, alright, I'm just gonna kill myself now.
Yeah. But that's, like, the same thing as being like, oh, I have something I need to tell you, and just, like, stopping there. Like, your mom needed an answer.
Yeah, but you gave her the worst possible answer ever.
Yeah, no, you could have said, like, any celebrity. Pick a name, any name. But no. It's you. But yeah, you tell a mama to worry about something. Like you said, oh, you need to worry about who your son's gonna lose it to, and like Mama Bear's gonna come out and she's gonna worry. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
She was super attentive.
Yeah.
But then just say
her
me.
ears perked up and she's like, what?
Gross.
What? Yeah. Yeah. So don't do that, people.
Yeah.
But and like. The weird part of it, too, is she is 17 and he is 16 right now. So
weird.
Like, super close in age and everything. And I was like,
It's a whole bad setup.
My gosh. Yeah.
Bad setup and execution.
Bad. Her poor mind just went blank. She's like, nah, me.
She's like, fuck. Okay, so.
And that poor mom, too. She's like, what kind of household is this? What have I done?
She's like, all right, who do I punish? How do I punish them? Can't spank them.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Okay, so for my second story. You know,
Well, probably not, because now you're really giving me that look.
Okay, so this was actually submitted by Books and Stars Lover. Is this secretly you?
It does sound great.
It sounds like something that you would have.
Right? No, for sure.
So they
Maybe
write...
we should be best friends. Hi, I'm Christy.
So they write, so I always get thirsty in the middle of the night. Fair. I do too. That's why we keep water bottles by our nightstand.
Yep.
They say, and so I began to keep a water bottle on a little table near my bed. Same. Well, I had some lube that I moved there and forgot about moving after cleaning my apartment.
Oh, God.
So I went to sleep thinking it was all good and well in the world and was happy to be sleeping in a clean home. Well, I woke up, like usual, in the middle of the night, thirsty, and in the darkness, I grabbed my water bottle to quench my parched throat so I could sleep once more. What I got was a slimy abomination of oozing goo sliding down my throat as I gagged on the lube. That was it. It's just so descriptive.
How do you even clean your mouth of that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'm just thinking...
Make it stop.
I bet, like, you know, when she woke up, she'd, like, you wake up, you don't look, you just grab, and then you chug.
Yeah.
You chug as hard as possible. So she was probably a good, like, 3 or 4 gulps into this thing before she realized
Before she realized it was thicker than water.
It was so descriptive that it makes it so much worse, too.
Yeah, it's, like, visceral.
But also, like, being such a short but yet impactful story reminds me of, like, those 2-sentence horror stories.
Okay.
Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Have you heard of them before?
Yeah.
They're messed up. Some of them are, like, wild.
Some of them are. Some of them are really stupid.
So if you guys don't know, if you go on, like, if you just Google, I found this one on boredpanda.com.
Okay.
Free advertisement.
Okay.
They have, like, all these lists of these 2-sentence horror stories.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, it's 2 sentences. It can't be, like, that scary. Some of them are good.
Oh, God. Should I buckle up?
So I found one that actually kind of hit me pretty good.
Fuck.
And this was off of Bored Panda. So the 2-sentence horror story is, you heard your mom calling you into the kitchen. As you were heading downstairs, you hear a whisper from the closet saying, "Don't go down there, honey. I heard it too."
Nope. That just, like, made a chill go down my spine. Okay, I don't like that.
It's just so short, yet so impactful.
What the hell?
But mind you, I said, as you're heading down the stairs, you hear a whisper from your closet.
Yeah.
Not from another room, not from the other bedroom or nothing, from your closet.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So who's the real one? If there are any real ones.
Yeah, I don't like that very much at all.
I read that and I was like, 2 sentences can't be that bad. Read it.
Oh, they can't.
And I was like, oh God, what happened? Why did I do this?
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's my little surprise.
I hated it. Loved it.
Right?
I'm going to read 12 more. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. They're all, like, a lot of them are scary.
Short.
And since they're 2 sentences, you can get through them super fast.
Yeah.
And, like, that scares you, then that scares you, then that scares you. And you're like, nope, I'm done. It's been 30 seconds.
Right.
So you start with your second episode? God bless it. Your second story.
Yeah. Okay, so my second story comes to us from Boy of Mine, which is not John. So.
But I am boy of yours.
You are my boy. Well, you're my man.
Yeah,
but
boy sounds weird.
Yeah, that does. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I remember. This one's great.
Okay. I'm ready.
This one's really good.
Hit me with it.
Okay. He says, a few years ago, I set up a new account with a credit union. Sites usually give you generic boring security questions to pick from, like what's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah.
It was the first time that any site allowed me to type my own security question and answer.
I've seen those before.
I excitedly jumped at this anomaly. In retrospect, I don't know why I did this, but I thought it would be funny to make my security question a joke instead of a serious question.
Oh, God.
I don't write it down. This was before password managers, and promptly forgot about it.
Sounds about right.
Fast forward to today, when I had a banking issue and had to call my credit union for assistance.
I just see where this is going. Sorry.
A male customer service representative gets on the line and says, okay, I just need to verify your identity. What's the last 4 digits of your social security number? Me, answers. Him, okay. He pauses, a long pause, and then asks if I know my security question. Me, did I select what's your mother's maiden name? He clears his throat and tries to force his most flat professional tone, saying, your security question is, who would make love to me? Me. Oh, crap. I embarrassingly laugh. I am mortified. My stream of consciousness goes like this. Why did I type this as my security question, and then not remembering what I typed, did I type a secret fantasy as my answer? Fuck, I don't want to guess the wrong answer and embarrass myself even more. What is this guy staring at on the screen?
Yeah, he's probably cracking up.
He says, I searched my memory, hoping to move past this moment as quickly as possible. Maybe it was a girl I was interested in at the time, or a celebrity I had a crush on, but nothing sticks out in my memory. Me. Oh man, why did I put this as my security question? Nervous laughter. I guess I never thought I'd have to say it over the phone. Is there another way that I can verify my identity? Him. Yeah, I can ask you other questions. We go through the whole process. He helps me with my original issue, and he tells me, you can either keep your old security question or create a new one. Which would you like? And he says, it's killing me not knowing how horrible or weird my security answer was. So I ask him, wait, so you can tell me what my old security answer was? Him. Yes. Me. What was it? Him. No one. In all lowercase.
I would have guessed that. I would have guessed that.
It would make love to me. Yep. No one.
I had that in my head. I was like, you probably put no one.
Oh my God, though. But, like, it's even more hilarious to me.
That someone else is saying.
Yeah, that this is your security question and answer, and yet you didn't have to, like, correctly answer either, and you gave him permission to, like, insult you at the same time.
Please tell me no one wants to sleep with you. All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Great customer service.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But, like, also note to self that this would be, like, a great question for, like, future security questions, because you're never going to forget this now.
No. Yeah, that'd be perfect now.
Right? Now that it's, like, burned into your memory that this has happened.
Yeah.
But I thought that was hilarious.
You ready for my third story?
I am.
All right. So this one was submitted by a mystical fruit.
Mystical.
Yeah. And he writes, I'm the kind of guy who actually reads manuals, which
Okay.
few and far between.
Yeah.
No one reads manuals. No guy reads manuals.
I glimpse at them.
You're also not a guy.
Well, you don't read manuals fully.
No.
If you need something, you'll look at it.
When I put my 3D printer together, that's like accurate stuff. Then I did. But like putting IKEA furniture together, nope. Threw that shit together.
Oh, whatever. I've seen you look at it before.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
So he continues, my new partially assembled treadmill has a big red strap across the bed with the universal icon for manual. While unpacking the treadmill, I even said to my wife, I wonder why that strap is red and the rest aren't. We should read the manual before we do anything. For reasons unknown to even myself, I cut the strap off. Then decided to cut the rest of the plastic wrap off the treadmill.
Red means bad.
There are some stuck on the bottom, so I decide to flip the base on its side. This is one of those treadmills that can fold up vertically. But wait, you ask, doesn't this thing weigh like 200 pounds? How does it do that? With a really, really strong compressed gas cylinder. That's how, that when shipped is held in place with a big red strap. So I turn the treadmill on its side and boom, I'm on the floor, glasses across the room. I come to my senses and touch my face. It's all blood. I feel my
gosh.
I feel my forehead and yep, pretty sure that's my skull. Can't really tell. Blood is now everywhere. Apparently, I yelled son of a bitch loud enough for my wife and kids to hear 2 floors up. Young teenager daughter comes down the stairs and starts yelling for mom. I go to the bathroom. The wife meets me there, and it's clear this isn't a simple band-aid. This is a deep laceration, and it needs professional fixing. 2 hours, 6 stitches, and a tetanus shot later, I'm put back together again. I'm definitely going to get a black eye from this as well. So the treadmill, like, rocked back off of the cylinder and just cracked his face open.
God.
And I'm thinking, like, you know how the bed folds up? I think that's what was, like, all strapped together, and so we cut that.
Oh, like the bottom part of it?
And so we tried leaning it forward, but when it came back, or, like, it slipped or something, the whole bed just kind of leaned back and smacked him in the face, the part that you run on.
That would be so terrible.
Yeah, and, like, that would really knock you on your ass.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is heavy. I mean, that also sounds like something I would do, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he got 6 stitches from it. Blood was everywhere. I mean, I remember when we moved our treadmill up to the 2nd floor.
Yeah, that was kind of a bitch.
That was a bitch and a half.
Yeah.
Like, that sucked. I didn't get, bloody face or stitches from it.
Yeah,
but
it could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse, but my hands were definitely torn up from the floor up. Like,
yeah.
It was really bad. So hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully he didn't get a concussion.
Seriously, like, I wonder where on the head it hit. Because he doesn't really specify that, does he?
No, nope, not at all.
Jeez. Yeah, that would be terrible. Hopefully it heals up right and not super noticeable. But, oh my gosh, you would have the worst headache, too.
You would need some, like, strong meds.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I hope he gets some.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for my last story?
I am.
Okay, so this is from Jay Smith, 4523.
What's up, Jay? Haven't we had one from him before?
We have.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah, so if you haven't listened to episode 16, then you should go ahead and listen to that. He had another story in that episode as well. So just want to say thank you for the 2nd edition for the podcast. But anyways.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, he writes, I worked at Six Flags for a good year or so during the summer. During this time, the whole COVID issue was still going on in the world. I had many good memories, friends, and even checks working there. Which, like, ayo, get that bag, boy.
Yep.
About a day or so after the park emailed all staff when we would open, I'd followed the Six Flags Instagram page.
Okay.
They had a post saying the following, get ready as we have exciting news about park hours coming soon.
Ooh.
And I'd posted, I work here. We open April 1st. At first, what seemed a joke turned out to be breaking the rules. A week passed and I didn't worry about it too much, except when I came to clocking in, I was told to go to HR.
Oh, man.
There, I was met with HR lead in a meeting room with a printed screenshot of my comment where I shot myself in the foot a couple times.
Oh, God.
Telling people I worked there and having my profile picture with the Six Flag outfit and name tag on.
Jeez. Come on, man.
I was then suspended for 2 weeks to being terminated, and now I can no longer follow Six Flags on Instagram. Never doing that again.
Oh, my God.
I have never heard of somebody's employer banning them from their Instagram page.
That's petty.
It is super petty. Which, I mean, he shouldn't have posted that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like,
but
that sucks.
That's still petty.
It is. But, yeah. That's just asking to get fired or in trouble to post something like that.
Well,
but
just like our last episode, that constitutes a verbal or a written warning.
Yeah.
Not 2 week to termination.
Well, it said he got suspended.
You said for 2 weeks to termination.
Yeah.
So then he got fired.
Oh, I guess so.
Poor guy.
You're right.
And that's not that big of a deal. A comment,
No.
it's like, and not even on the last one, the guy wrote 69 on the bag.
Right.
That's a sexual innuendo, and I can see how that's not okay.
Yeah.
This guy was just like, this is when we open. And they're like, nope, bye.
Well, and at first, when I read this story, like, by myself, I saw the date April 1st and was thinking maybe he thought it was, like, an April Fool's joke. And he was just like, oh, I'll just throw this out as an April Fool's joke. But then once I, like, reread it again, it was like, okay, he already got the email saying that it was going to open that day. So he was full aware.
Like, were they just mad that he got to the punch before they did? Because they were about to tell people?
Yeah, they were making it,
petty.
like, an exciting thing. Like, oh, stay tuned. And, yeah, which, like, is dumb in the first place. You would think that you would want to drum up people and, like, go ahead and push the date out there.
Yeah.
Because, like, even if somebody posts, like, oh, stay tuned, like, people are going to see that and just be like, meh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, that is ridiculous.
Super dumb.
Social media has destroyed a lot of things. That's a whole nother conversation.
Everybody should stop social media and scrolling through your phone constantly now.
Yeah.
It's destroying everything.
Like I said, that's just another conversation.
For sure. That could be its whole other podcast.
Honestly, yeah. Go watch The Social Dilemma. It's a great documentary.
For real. Yeah. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend.
Yeah. But those are our stories for episode 18.
Took it down a little notch.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, those are our stories. Thank you.
Also, go check out the 2-sentence horror stories.
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
Those are really crazy. What was that website again?
I Googled it, and then one of the first ones that had a lot was called boredpanda.com.
Bored Panda. Okay. Yeah. So we will check out Bored Panda. We will watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix. We will like, rate, and subscribe.
And send your stories to savagellydelightful@gmail.com.
And we will talk to you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
So, you may have made a mistake today, but at least you didn't mess up as badly as the people we discussed. And if you did, we'd love to hear about it, and we may even feature your story on an upcoming episode. You can find us online at www.savagellydelightful.buzzsprout.com, on Twitter at savage_delight, and on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at savagellydelightful. If you like what you heard today and want to show your support, please consider donating to us on Patreon at patreon.com/savagellydelightful. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future episode releases, and please consider leaving a review so it's easier for others to find our podcast.